You're on a train, and it's been a while. You're thinking about stuff, dumb stuff, wacky stuff, you know. Stuff like this article I read about AM radio. Some guy complaining about them disappearing from cars. He's worried about people missing those emergency AM broadcast messages. But mostly, it's because he likes listening to local AM stations, hisses, pops, and all. I don't, but when I was 10, I loved AM. Kenosha, Wisconsin was the perfect place to get all the stations from Milwaukee and Chicago. I'd fall asleep listening to music and DJs on my cool 6-transistor radio that I got for being an altar boy. That summer, I took my tiny radio on our Troop 40 overnight camping trip. It wasn't like the pictures in the Scouting magazine. Kenosha was a factory town surrounded by flat farm country, so no mountain trails beside raging waterfalls. Just slogging along on a 2-lane highway to the scout leader's farm. But we were camping and loving it. In my sleeping bag under the stars, I listened to Telstar, one of the first pop hits using a theremin synthesizer. Clear night, stars above, a cool breeze. A song that made me feel like I was a satellite orbiting the Earth. We were going to the moon, and flying cars were coming soon. I didn't know that computer graphics was coming too, and that it would lure me from my art career into a decades-long detour of electronics and software engineering. I would work on stuff that, at 10 years old, I never saw coming, like Aldous PageMaker. And computer games like Leisure Suit Larry. Working on that turned me on to writing backstories and then screenplays. I loved it and struggled to steer my career toward making movies through a seemingly endless series of inglorious engineering jobs. The most inglorious being my job at the telecom company that invented the satellite for which the Telstar song was named. That job would bring my engineering career to a sputtering end, which cleared the way for me to do what I love, making cartoons and movies. It took me a while to get there, but that night, clear sky, stars above, cool breeze, Telstar on my radio. That night was perfect. Movies by Martino.
Small movies.
Big fun.